Hello and welcome. Today, we're uncovering the crucial signs of dehydration in budgies. These small parrots, native to Australia's arid heart, rely on us to spot when something's wrong. Dehydration can escalate quickly, threatening their health. By learning to read their subtle signals, posture, eyes, feathers, we can act before a minor issue becomes an emergency. Let's begin. Our first sign to watch for is fluffed-up feathers, a subtle but important clue that your budgie might not be feeling well. Budgies naturally fluff up their feathers to trap heat and stay warm, especially when the temperature drops. However, if you notice your bird is puffed up even when the room is comfortably warm, or if they remain that way for hours at a time, it's a sign that something could be wrong. Dehydration is one possible cause. When a budgie doesn't have enough water, it can't regulate its body temperature efficiently. Fluffing up helps them conserve energy and warmth. But it's not a solution, it's a symptom. Pay close attention to the condition of their feathers. If they look dull, messy, or you notice your budgie isn't preening as much as usual, these are additional warning signs. Healthy budgies are usually meticulous about keeping their feathers clean and smooth. Compare your budgie's appearance to a healthy, alert bird. If your pet looks more like a round puffy ball than a sleek, active parrot, and especially if they seem lethargic or less interested in their surroundings, it's time to take notice. This isn't just a matter of untidiness or a bad feather day. It's your budgie's way of telling you that something is off. Fluffed-up feathers can be an early warning sign of illness, stress, or dehydration. Always consider the context. Is the room actually cold, or is your budgie fluffed up even when the environment is comfortable? If the latter, it's a clear signal that you shouldn't ignore. A fluffed-up appearance, especially when paired with low energy or a lack of interest in food and play, is a quiet but urgent plea for help. If you see these signs, act quickly. Your budgie is counting on you to notice and respond. Healthy budgie eyes are bright, clear, and full of life. When your budgie is feeling well, their eyes will appear round, shiny, and alert, reflecting their curiosity and energy. A healthy bird's gaze is lively, and their eyes are often the first thing you notice about their vibrant personality. But when a budgie becomes dehydrated or unwell, that spark fades. The eyes may look sunken, dull, or even slightly shrunken in the sockets. This change can happen gradually or quite suddenly, so it's important to pay close attention. The eye ring, which is usually crisp and well-defined, can lose its sharpness and become faint or blurry, making the eyes look less expressive. The cornea, which should be glossy and reflective, may lose its shine and appear matte or cloudy, further dulling the bird's appearance. You might also notice your budgie blinking more slowly than usual, or their eyelids drooping as if they're struggling to stay awake. Sometimes they may even have trouble keeping their eyes open at all, looking tired or weak, which is a clear sign that something is wrong. Make it a habit to compare your budgie's eyes every day to what's normal for them. Subtle changes can be easy to miss if you're not looking closely. Any noticeable difference in brightness, shape, or clarity of the eyes should be taken seriously, as these are often early warning signs of illness or dehydration. Dull, sunken eyes mean the body is under significant strain, and your budgie may be feeling very unwell or even in pain. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. It's a visible sign that your budgie is experiencing an internal crisis and needs help right away. If you notice these changes, act quickly. Gently check your budgie, provide fresh water, and contact your avian vet immediately to give your bird the best chance of recovery. Budgies are naturally energetic and playful. Their days are usually filled with flitting from perch to perch, exploring their environment and interacting with toys or cage mates. A healthy budgie is curious, alert, and always on the move, making their playful antics a joy to watch. If your bird suddenly becomes still, quiet, or uninterested in toys and people, it's a major warning sign. This dramatic change in behavior is not normal and should never be ignored, as it often signals that something is seriously wrong with your budgie's health. Dehydration forces their body to conserve energy, leading to weakness. When a budgie is dehydrated, its body struggles to function properly, and the first thing you'll notice is a lack of energy. The bird may appear tired with feathers fluffed up and eyes half closed as it tries to cope with the stress. A severely dehydrated budgie may sit at the bottom of the cage, unable to perch. This is a very serious sign, as healthy budgies rarely spend time on the cage floor unless they are playing or foraging. If your bird is huddled and weak, immediate action is needed. Movements become slow and effortful. Even simple actions like climbing or hopping from one perch to another may seem exhausting for your budgie. You might notice it struggling to keep its balance or hesitating before moving. The usual cheerful chirping may stop. Silence is a powerful signal of distress. Budgies are naturally vocal, so a sudden lack of sound in the cage is a clear indication that your bird is not feeling well. Lethargy isn't laziness. It's a desperate attempt to survive. When a budgie is weak, it's using every bit of energy just to stay alive, and it can't afford to waste any on play or socializing. Water is essential for every function. Without it, the body shuts down. Dehydration affects every organ, making it impossible for your budgie to maintain its normal activity and health. If you see this shift from activity to stillness, intervene immediately. The sooner you act, the better your bird's chances of recovery. Don't assume your budgie is just tired or having a quiet day. Don't wait. Your bird needs help now. Quick action can make the difference between life and death, so always take lethargy or weakness seriously and consult an avian vet as soon as possible. A healthy budgie eats and drinks frequently. If your bird suddenly ignores food or water, it's a serious warning. Dehydration can make them too weak to eat or drink, worsening the problem. Watch for untouched food dishes or unchanged water levels. Even a day without eating or drinking can be dangerous for a budgie. Rapid weight loss and further weakness can follow. Monitor their intake daily. Any drop is an emergency. Act fast if you notice a loss of appetite. The cere above the beak reveals hydration status. In dehydration, it may look dry, wrinkled, or flaky, sometimes even crusty. This isn't the normal breeding condition in females. It looks unhealthy and brittle. Check your budgie's cere regularly for changes in texture or color. A dry, peeling cere is a clear sign of internal dehydration. Like chapped lips in humans, it's a visible warning. Noticing this early can help you act before things get worse. Pay attention to this small but telling detail. Normal budgie breathing is quiet and barely noticeable. Rapid, shallow, or open beak breathing, panting, is a critical sign. Birds pant to cool down, but if your budgie is panting at rest, it's in trouble. Dehydration thickens the blood and stresses the body. Look for open beak, visible tongue, and tail bobbing with each breath. This is a medical emergency. Your bird is in crisis. Immediate action is needed. Provide fluids and cool the birds safely. Seek veterinary help right away. Don't delay. Every minute counts. Skin elasticity, or turgor, is a direct hydration test. Gently pinch the skin. If it doesn't snap back quickly, dehydration is severe. The skin may tent or return slowly to normal. This test is best done by a vet, as handling can stress a sick bird. Reduced elasticity means the body's fluid reserves are dangerously low. By the time you see this, immediate care is needed. Know the principle, but rely on less invasive signs at home. The signs of dehydration are subtle but clear for those who watch closely. Always provide fresh, accessible water and monitor your budgie's habits. If you spot any warning signs, fluffed feathers, dull eyes, lethargy, panting, act fast. Offer water, but seek veterinary help immediately. Your vigilance is your budgie's best defense. Thank you for watching. Caring for these remarkable birds starts with observation. Until next time, observe closely and care deeply.